In this pursuit compilation video, we've got some wild chases you won't want to miss. First up, a suspect hijacks a taxi at knife point and thinks he can outrun the police. Spoiler alert, he can't. Then a drug dealer in a BMW floors it to escape but quickly loses control. His next move, well, asking the officer why he was even pulled over in the first place. And over in Israel, a high-speed motorcycle chase ends with the rider hitting the ground hard. Stick around to see how it all unfolds. Thankfully, because of the great work of the emergency services, no members of the public or emergency workers were injured in any of these incidents. Before we get into the first chase, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Our team of former emergency workers bring you the most intense police pursuits. You won't want to miss what's coming next. And if you want a no-nonsense breakdown of what's really happening on the front line of the emergency services, then sign up for our free newsletter. Whether you have served or not, it's written for everyone and you'll find the link pinned in the comments. This taxi was just stolen at knife point after the driver was punched repeatedly. The suspect forced him to hand over the keys before speeding off in his livelihood. Now Derbyshire police are right behind the stolen vehicle, but as you can probably guess, he's not going to stop. The thief behind the wheel is 26-year-old Leonard David. He booked the taxi to pick him up in the early hours of the morning in Derby city centre, but instead of paying, he attacked the driver and stole the car. The victim called 999 and within minutes, officers spotted the stolen vehicle.
Towards Derby City Centre, DRA is medium, speed 70 and a 40, approaching traffic lights, stand by for direction. Wrong way.
During the chase, the suspect drove straight into oncoming traffic, forcing the police to hold back for safety. But even though officers couldn't stay close, vigilant CCTV operators were tracking his every move. The taxi was stolen in Hartington Street and was found abandoned in Thorntree Lane, and that is when officers spotted David leaving a casino.
Stop where you are, put your hands on the floor now! Get on the floor now! Get on the floor! Show me your hands now! Get on your front! Get on your front! Now detained.
After being arrested, officers found the key to the stolen taxi in his pockets. Officers also found the Stanley knife case without the blade in the taxi. David was charged with robbery, dangerous driving and possession of a knife. He was sent to prison for 6 years, but with the justice system being what it is here in the UK at the moment, he could end up serving less than 40% of that sentence. Somebody please make it make sense.
Vehicle's failing to stop. I'll go on to. Oh, I'll stay on you.
This is the moment a routine traffic stop turned into a high-speed chase at nearly 140 miles per hour. The driver, well, a man with a lot to lose and every reason to run. But this pursuit wasn't going to end the way he hoped. This all started on the M56 near Daresbury. Officers spotted the BMW, suspecting it was linked to criminal activity. When they signalled for the driver to pull over, he appeared to comply at first, but then made a run for it. And this is where it all went wrong for the fleeing driver as he approached a roundabout way too fast.
Vehicles collide.
Thankfully, no members of the public were injured, including the fleeing driver's girlfriend who was sat in the front of his car. It soon became apparent to the officers why this BMW driver tried to flee.
Vehicles crashed, junction 10, crashed into a man with a public. Come here, what's your name, bud?
Why have I been stopped, mate? Hey? Why have I been stopped? Why did you fail to stop? Because you come and take a seat. I don't like, but come and take a seat. Need to make sure he's all right.
When officers searched his car, they found a large bundle of cash and a mobile phone he tried to destroy while in cuffs. And I bet you can guess where this is going. The real discovery came when they searched his home and found over £320,000 worth of this stuff, along with luxury items and even more cash. In the end, his attempt to escape only made things worse, and now he's facing 4 years behind bars. But what do you think of that sentence? Share your thoughts in the comments below. When this Israeli police motorcycle cop spotted this off-road bike being used on a public road, the officer tried to have a quiet word with the biker, but the biker had other ideas. The incident happened in the city of Al-Fayem back in November 2021 and highlights why, regardless of where in the world you are, fleeing from the cops, especially on two wheels, is never a good idea. Thankfully, the motorcyclist was not seriously injured. You might be wondering why the police officer didn't follow the fleeing bike over the roundabout instead of going around it. But why would you risk puncturing a tyre or coming off when you can just use the road? The cop is on a more powerful bike, so can quickly catch up with the fleeing rider. Folks, close calls like this are a prime example of why fleeing on two wheels is not worth the risk. It could have ended very badly for the fleeing rider. It turned out that the rider did not have a license, and well, that's a lot of risks to take just for not having a license. But what do you think? Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and check out our other videos. We have hundreds of videos and I'm pretty sure you probably haven't seen most of them yet. We are the only channel on YouTube covering all sections of the emergency services that has been set up by former emergency services personnel. To help support our work, please don't forget to sign up for our free newsletter, and if you really like to help support our team, then please consider becoming a premium member of our newsletter. Again, we'll leave the link for that pinned in the comments. And please don't forget to look after yourself and your loved ones. For some reason at the moment here in the UK, we seem to be overrun with wrong-uns, so take care of yourselves.